Let's talk about this last episode of Love After Lockup with Julius, Alexis, and Ashley. So first we start off with Ashley. And Ashley, I swear to God, she's like a mystery bag. You never know what you're going to get with her. I could not believe it when I saw her this episode. I thought we got another new cast member. Like, she looks so different from her confessional, from her first episode to the second episode. I cannot believe it. I'd never seen someone change face so much. If it wasn't for her tats on her chest and her having Julius tatted on her titty, I would have not believed that that was the same exact person. Like, Ashley could probably go rob a bank and get away with it because nobody would probably be able to recognize her because she'll look like a completely different person a week later. Like, we better hope Ashley never goes missing, because if they tried using these pictures on her missing poster, nobody would ever find her. So she was at this store and it was kind of like a party city, but it wasn't. It's like a store that has different kind of like decorations for like birthdays, graduation, different holidays. And she's trying to get stuff to decorate the hotel room for when Julius gets out. So they don't have like set plans yet because he told her that he was going to go home to his family first. But she is hoping she's going to be able to see him at least within a few days of him getting out. So she's going to go ahead and get a hotel room, decorate it with some balloons and some other items. And while she's at the store shopping around, she's got her friends there and they're all in her ear like, girl, what are you thinking? These guys in prison, they don't have nothing but time to sit there and plot on what to tell you so they can tell you exactly what you want to hear just to get as much money out of you as possible. One of the friends pointed out that Julius kind of did what like Arthur did to Hope when Hope Wayne got his name tatted on her butt and she ended up sending him money so he could get her name tatted on her. And then once he got out, she found out he never got the tattoo and just pretty much spent the money on something else. Well, that's pretty much what Julius did to this girl. He's like, okay, you get the tattoo, then I'm gonna get tattoo your name. And she got the tattoo, but he didn't follow through. And I think that would be a major red flag. And even Ashley admitted, yeah, he's been giving me nothing but red flags. She was even waving this red bandana around saying red flag, red flag. And girl, you might as well keep that red bandana because I have a feeling you're going to need to use that bandana a lot more in the future with all the red flags that are going to be coming your way once he gets out. Or you might as well just keep that bandana because I have a feeling you're going to need it to wipe away a whole lot of tears that man is about to cause you. Then we catch up with Alexis, Julius, his other boo, I guess you would say his main chick. That's kind of what it looks like right now because she's the one at least picking him up from prison. So she's on her way to get Julius. And if you want a drinking game to play while you're watching the show, just take a shot every single time Alexis says my man. It's so repetitive. It's almost as bad as Letitia when she used to always constantly call Keith her husband. It's just too much sometimes. So Alexis finally shows up to the prison property to pick up her man. She's waiting outside, eagerly awaiting her man to come out the door, and she thinks it's just her. She's about to get that one-on-one time with her man, but then she realizes that there's other people there waiting on Julius too. She's approached by some little short guy that said that he is Julius, his sister's husband and baby daddy, and I guess he's really tight with Julius. And some other guy that's friends with Julius showed up, and they're just sitting there waiting there, and they're not telling Alexis like, hey, we're trying to actually hang out with Julius for a little bit. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, we just want to be here. I thought, okay, they're just trying to get a little bit of camera time. They're just gonna say hi and bye and just be a part of his release and then keep it moving. Finally, the big moment was finally here, and Julius came strutting through those prison doors, and he came out wearing a white beater, giving I just woke up from a nap in the gas station parking lot chic. And he embraced Alexis, he embraced his homies, and after he gave Alexis a nice little hug and a kiss, then he went over and started talking to his homies. and they all look like they're about to drop the hottest mixtape of 2017 that no one asked for. Someone said that this looks like Bone Thugs and Harmony finally reunited. But they're all sitting there talking about how Julius is going to look for it. He's never going to go back to prison, knock on wood. But here they are talking about how they want Julius not to go back to prison, as they're literally sitting on the prison property with alcohol in their hands. Like Julius, his sister's husband, he was literally sitting feet from the prison door drinking a cup of Patron, and I'm pretty sure they don't allow alcohol on the property, even if you're coming to pick somebody up. And Julius, he could not wait. He made sure, I think that's why he was rushing to his homies so quick, because he wanted to get him a little drinky drink of Patron, because he says this is his first time drinking where he can actually drink at the legal age, because the last time that he was able to drink was when he was out of jail, and that was before he had turned 21. So Julius goes over to Alexis, and he tells Alexis, hey, let me see my phone. She got him a phone all set up, a new number, a new case, all that good stuff. So he's turning it on and getting it all ready, and then he turns to Alexis, and Alexis thinks like they're about to go have some breakfast, and he's like, nah, babe, I decided that I want to go kick it with the homies instead. And she's like, wait a minute. And she starts talking about how she's gave Julius $1,100 over the 6 years she's been talking to the man. That is not that much money at all. A lot of prison, I'm not saying most, but a lot of girls who are dating men in prison spend that in a couple months. But she acts like she spent that over years. I mean, no wonder the man had sugar mamas on the side. Alexis was not happy, but she really didn't have no other choice, because Julius was dead set on going to hang out with his boys. And I just think that is so freaking weird. How have you done all these years in prison, being around men 24/7, and you get out and you have a beautiful woman right there that you can hang out with? I mean, most guys, they have one thing on their mind when they get out of prison. But Julius, he wants to go hang out with some more men as soon as he just got out of prison. Like, make it make sense. Julius and the homies jump in the car, and Julius is looking like he just took over the aux cord, and all his friends are cringing at his aux cord selection. Like, I look at this picture and I could just smell the Axe body spray and bad decisions just radiating from the screen. Like, you already know their combined IQ probably doesn't even break triple digits, and all they're worried about is turning up. Julius just wants to smoke some za, he wants to drink, and I mean, I kind of get that after doing years in prison. It is a little concerning though, because some people might get out, that's the first thing on your mind. They may get out of control with it, and he may be back where he started. So he is sitting there rolling up on the prison property. They drive off, and he promises Alexis that he's going to meet up with her later. And as soon as he gets in the car, he takes the opportunity to take the phone that Alexis bought him and the phone that Alexis is paying for to call up Ashley and figure out when he can hang out with her. So this man is already plotting day one. I'm assuming that Julius isn't on probation or parole, since he's so brazenly smoking and drinking on camera. I mean, if he is, then he's a freaking idiot, because that's just a violation waiting to happen. I have a feeling that this is going to be like a little look into the future of how he's going to be. Like Alexis, spoiler alert, she's pregnant now with his baby. I feel like she's going to be at home taking care of the baby, and he's just going to be wanting to ride around and hang out and smoke and drink with his boys. Like, it really doesn't seem like he's ready to take on any kind of responsibility. Oh, and there's one last thing. Julius did open up about his childhood, and he said that his mom really didn't have a bunch of money. So once he was at a young age, he met the wrong people, and he started hustling drugs, and he was selling fentanyl when he was only 16 years old. I think it's best that he was caught up before he took any people's lives selling fentanyl, because that drug is just so freaking dangerous. And I think at that young age, him selling that, he didn't fully grasp the magnitude of what that can do to somebody and somebody's family. He did eventually sell to an undercover cop, and that ended up getting him caught up, and that's why he ended up serving his prison sentence for it. Julius and Lexi ended up coming into the comments on my Instagram, and they claim that after Julius got in the car with his boys, he did get in the car with Alexis and did ride and have breakfast and spend the rest of the day with her. And she did clear up that $1,100 she claims she sent him. She said she only helped him from March to July before he got out, so that was like a 4-month span instead of the $1,100 being spread out over 6 years. So $1,100 between 4 months, she's probably sending him like $300 or so a month. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.